Hello lovely people, and welcome to this reading video. I'm going to be doing a pick a card reading, so whichever card is resonating with you or whichever stone is speaking to you, take a moment to decide. I'm also burning some lavender incense for this reading. I feel like there's going to be a very calming message coming through for you. It's what do you need to know right now in terms of stepping into the next chapter of your life, the next part of your purpose here. I'm also going to flip the cards over. That does give you an indication of which one you really resonate with, if you want to also choose based on seeing the images and seeing the words. So the first one we have under Dalmatian Jasper is duality of emotion. Your feelings are never wrong. So I feel like this one is for somebody who's been struggling a lot with following their intuition, or perhaps feeling like people around you have been gaslighting you in terms of your emotions and your intuition. The second one under the sunstone here is bubble. Take time to rest. So if you've been feeling burnt out, or you know that spirit is calling you to more rest, this could be your message. And the third one here under turquoise, we have true virtue. Wisdom is fueled by compassion. So whichever one resonates, go ahead and take a second to decide, and I'm going to get into the reading. Follow the timestamp in the description to find your reading. Along with this reading, I'm going to be using the Wandering Star Tarot deck, as well as the Light Seers Tarot deck. And I'm going to be getting some Witchcraft Therapy Oracle cards to tie this message all together. So let's start out with the Light Seers Tarot and see what Spirit would have you know in regards to honoring your feelings, knowing that even anger has its purpose is what I'm picking up right away. There's such thing as righteous anger. There's such thing as anger being a teacher for you in regards to something you may be running from. We have 10 of Pentacles. Let's get some more. There's some kind of instability occurring because you're not honoring your feelings here with that 10 of Pentacles reversed. Can also be disharmony in a family situation is what I'm getting. 7 of Wands. I feel like you've had to be defensive about something to do with a family member here. Heavily picking up family. It could also just be somebody who is like family to you. These two are falling out at the bottom. We have 5 of Wands reversed and King of Wands. You're really being asked to walk away from any situation that's causing disharmony and step more into your confidence here. Your spirit guides are really heavily coming through with that message. King of Wands I always read as this is a guide coming through to help you in this situation, a passed on loved one. So I see here that there definitely has been a need for you to retreat and get back in touch with who you really are. I feel like this is your guides also protecting you from some kind of toxic situation, something that's causing you a lot of disharmony. What else do you need to know? 9 of Cups reversed. So your feelings here have been a little bit, disharmonious with this 9 of Cups reversed as well. It is unhappiness, it's discontentment, and it's also blocking your prosperity. So if you don't allow these emotions to come out, like to be expressed and to be at least acknowledged by yourself, this is where you're running into some blockages here is what I'm seeing. And with all the fire energy, I'm really sensing it does have to do with anger. I feel like some of you need to hear that anger is not a bad emotion. It's a necessary emotion, and it's a perfectly valid feeling in response to certain injustices. But I feel like you're holding back. I feel like strong throat chakra blockage with this one. But I want to get clarity with the Wandering Star Tarot. What is this disharmony in the family here, or this stability with 10 of Pentacles? Please, Spirit, what is the message here? Knight of Cups reversed. So I take this as you're not wanting to express your feelings here. You're not wanting to be open and honest about some kind of hurt that has happened. And it also mentions pride. I feel like there's a little bit of a, as I mentioned, like gaslighting yourself, sort of like telling yourself that you don't need to maybe acknowledge this. And like you're not willing to really put your heart out there is what I'm getting with expressing something to somebody, okay? So let's see. And then this defensiveness, this meditation, time that you've had to take. What have they gained from this experience, or what is there to gain from taking this time away from the drama? 7 of Cups, really getting clear on what your next move will be, your choices, your decisions here. I feel like you struggle with making decisions as it is, you know, and 2 sevens here. So I feel like you are a little bit afraid to make a choice. Maybe you're afraid of letting somebody down here as well. I feel like you may be somebody who sacrifices a lot for the ones that you love, and even just showing your true emotions makes you feel like you're letting somebody down, like you're disappointing somebody. I'm getting. Just know that the ones that are meant to stick around and love you will always be in your life, even if you open up that throat chakra and begin to speak your truth. And what about this conflict? What is the resolution here? King of Pentacles. You are somebody who's very generous, okay? So I feel like you are being a little hard on yourself here. See? I feel like you're being super hard on yourself. Like, even when you do open up and speak, you're going to be speaking from a very calm place. Like, even though there may be anger, you're still calm, you know? You're not going to be lashing out on anybody. It just needs to be expressed in a healthy way. Whatever is this disharmony, I keep picking up the word disharmony. I've got 9 of Cups reversed, 10 of Pentacles reversed, and 5 of Wands reversed. Like, you're moving out of this conflict. But I feel like it's going to take some communication. And more clarity on King of Wands, please, Spirit. Page of Cups. Be open to your spirit guides right now is really what I'm getting with this one. They're bringing in something for you. It's some kind of gift, but with this together, I feel like it's an insight you're having. Some kind of revelation about your power. And this one on top was kind of slipping out too, and I want to get this in regards to the 9 of Cups reverse. 7 of Swords. You're deceiving yourself, okay? If you feel like you can stay small and repress certain things in your, you know, your psyche, your emotional realm here with this 9 of Cups reversed, it's related to this, right? It's dishonesty. But I feel like this isn't somebody else. I feel like this is the way you've been treating yourself. You've been telling yourself it's okay. Even though with this 7 of Cups, like, you are not happy, right? And 9 of Cups reversed. You want to make a change. You want to choose something different. And I think you want more love, more harmony in your life. But somehow it's like you're a little bit afraid to really wear your heart on your sleeve. You're really afraid to be in this powerful energy of being a loving authority, kind of, you know, but for yourself, standing up for yourself. But this dishonesty is kind of blocking your magic and your confidence here. But let's get some more cards with the witchcraft therapy, just to get you some simple word messages here. Just want to make sure they're not upside down. Here we go. What do you need to know? What would help you to really honor your emotions? Decide. Okay, we have decide coming out right away. And it's also blue. Throat chakra. I feel like this has to do with speaking up for yourself. I'm going to put it right next to the 7 of Cups because that's what 7 of Cups is about. Making the choice, making the decision to not have to even retreat. I feel like maybe sometimes things get imbalanced to the point where you really have these strong polarities of emotion, like super outgoing and then super depressed, you know, super needing to retreat and recharge. But Spirit's calling you to more balance and making decisions that aren't based on extreme emotions. That could be difficult for you. No judgment from me. I'm just reading it as I see it and what's coming through here. That you need to find more of a balance where it's not two extremes here. Let's see what else you need to know. This one's slipping out. Symbol. So stay aware of the symbols that are coming through your reality. I see the sword here as well. This is truth. The sword of truth. Whenever swords are out there, also to do with the mental realm here. And we have the heart. It's like awareness of your emotions, especially with these wings. I feel like you have angelic guides or your guides that are around you here. They're helping you through this situation. Stay open to the signs and the symbols is what I'm getting with this one. And I feel like you're going to be getting a very clear sign with the Page of Cups. It's kind of a surprise energy. Something you're not expecting is going to come through. And I really feel like it's going to be a revelation for you. Something within your consciousness that's going to bring in so much awareness of like, where are you holding yourself back? These two, okay, 3 are starting to slide out. Now let's get these ones as well. Whatever Spirit wants to bring through. We have intimacy. This is getting to know yourself on a deeper level and also having deeper connections, you know, to people around you, to your family members, your soul family, whatever it may be, whatever this 10 of Pentacles energy is for you. You're being called to greater intimacy, and that's by really opening up to your emotions here. Even if sometimes those emotions are, you know, anger and things that normally we're taught are bad, right? We're taught should not be expressed, but as I mentioned, you can express that in a healthy way, and definitely you need to admit it to yourself. Ride the fence, see things from two different perspectives. I feel like this goes good with the Seven of Cups too. Before you act or before you express certain things, make sure you're looking at it from all angles, but don't get too much in your head either where you're obsessing to the point where you don't make a decision, right? With the Decide card. And the last one we have is Reframe. So reframe the situation and decide, you know, how are you going to approach this, because it's not healthy to keep things repressed is what Spirit is really wanting to tell you. And I feel like it's something you already know. This is just your confirmation. So that is your message for today regarding emotions. You know, make the decision to follow your happiness as well. What is it that, even with this one with Visionary, like, what is it that you want to create and what is holding you back? Who are the people that you feel like you can't express your true self to? Because I do see you're someone who's also very confident, you know. You do have that side with both of these kings. You do have this kind of energy. Feel like you've just retreated and you haven't really shown that side based on some hurt from the past. And now it's like you want to undo that and you're a little bit afraid. So I hope this message helped bring you some clarity. Please let me know in the comments below. Like this video if it resonated, and feel free to subscribe to my channel for more readings. I hope to see you in the next one. So this is card number 2, Bubble. Take time to rest. And I really want to show this up close as well so you can get a closer look at the image. This person is sitting in their room, in their own space, you know, meditative kind of position here, listening to music. There's also a bathtub in the left corner there. And here we have a guitar and what looks like some books possibly. So it's like whatever gets you out of one frame of mind and into another, like using the other side of your brain is what I'm hearing. Getting into a more right brain, you know, kind of mentality here. Using your creativity. You could be somebody who is a creative. Let's get some of the tarot messages. Here we go. Queen of Wands. I feel like you're very magnetic, very powerful, but it does come from a place of being grounded. So don't fool yourself into thinking that you can have this fire burning all the time, you know. This kind of extroverted persona or personality I'm getting, because perhaps people view you this way and they don't know this other side of you where you're actually deep, you know, deeply emotional, deeply connected to spirit. And I feel like you're somebody who is a creative individual, very connected to music for sure with this one. But it's like grounding yourself with this Queen of Wands energy as well. Grounding your energy is what helps you to be so magnetic. I feel like people think that you're a very lucky person. They view you this way, right? But they don't know the inner work that you do. And right now, Spirit is just calling you back to this. It's like this ethereal, kind of floating on air feeling with this bubble. You need that balance between being out in the world and accomplishing a bunch of things, you know, and being outgoing. I'm getting like balance between introversion and extroversion. So you could be an ambivert. You could identify with that label for yourself. But you can't always be giving and, you know, going out if you're not also resting. So I feel like you're just being called to more rest. Okay, these two are coming out. Page of Cups, Four of Swords. Yeah, this is about resting. So Page of Cups, it's like some new information is going to come through for you and some kind of gift from the divine, but it's really dreamy, right? And same with the first card, the Bubble card. You need to take this time to just dream and rest. And it could also be your actual dreams at night when you're sleeping. Something's being shown to you in your dream, and I feel like that's connected to something you're going to be grounding into your reality and manifesting. And I feel like, yeah, you're just probably super intuitive. I'm really channeling Pisces energy here, so let me know if Pisces is in your chart, because I'm really channeling that. Also air signs, you know, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini could be in your chart as well. That could resonate for some of you. And maybe people feel like, I feel like there's different people viewing you in different ways. Some people feel like you're super extroverted, like almost fiery, you know, but it's probably just because you have such a powerful imagination. I feel like most of you that are resonating with this are either air sign or water sign energy. And that's why they don't understand that part of you that also needs to really retreat and meditate. They may just see you as somebody who's a little bit out there. That's what I'm getting with this one. Kind of like they don't even take you that seriously. They think you're a little bit woo-woo perhaps, and that's okay. Let's get one more card here. Let them think what they want to think. The Devil card, because I feel like you're tapped into something higher, right? The Devil. So this is what I'm getting with this one is you need to be grounded. Don't be tempted to think that you can move without spirit. Maybe you kind of tend to just go after things a little bit impulsively. And this is where spirit is saying, make sure you rest. Like, make sure you gain some psychic awareness, some emotional awareness, or creativity, some kind of downloads before you act. So I feel like you have both sides to your personality, and that's why sometimes, you know, you're viewed two different ways by different people, or maybe for different of you it just resonates differently. You're viewed either as super magnetic, powerful, lucky with Queen of Wands, and like people don't see the work that you actually put in, or people see you as like disconnected from reality completely, and they see you as a little bit woo-woo, a little bit out there. But you know what, you're either way being called to ground. Whatever it is, you are very amazing at doing this too. I'm getting like you have that powerful energy. That's why people view you as like, oh, you're just lucky, you're just blessed. But it is taking that time with spirit. And I feel like right now some things have been tempting you to not do as much inner work. You know, it's like both. They have to be balanced. So if you're not doing the inner work, then you can't ground your ideas. And if you're not grounded, you know, if you're going out there too much into the world, you're not going to be able to get enough downloads from spirit in terms of knowing what your next step is what I'm getting. So it's also like viewing the world through the eyes of a child here, being open to some new information, and something's coming in, some kind of download. Let's get some clarity with the Wandering Star. Inner child healing, 6 of Cups. This is nostalgia, inner child healing. And that's why, like, with this first card, Bubble, I feel like it's speaking of, say, even you in your room as a child, you were probably somebody who listened to a lot of music. That was kind of your therapy. That could have been like how you escaped into more of a spiritual space when maybe all around you was chaos, is what I'm getting. Or reading a lot of books, you know, playing music. So with the Page of Pentacles, what does the collective need to know who's watching this video in terms of how can they help ground their energy? The Lovers is coming out. Harmony within and without. Harmony between divine masculine and divine feminine energies, but also for some of you it is a lover. Could be a soulmate energy as well, but somebody who actually does ground you. They help to bring you back to reality. Perhaps your partner is that person for you. So it's like spend more time with them. And also we have this heart just over top of those two. So I feel like that's significant. And the Rose Quartz, which has to do with love. Also spend time with soulmates or your lover if that's the person for you who lets you express your inner child and have that inner child be alive in your reality now, is what I'm getting. What is coming through when they rest and open to creativity and imagination? Where your joy has been blocked, this is where you're going to realize what are the blockages, is what I'm getting with this reversed. You're going to have a greater awareness of where could you be living more, you know, more joyful, more abundant here. You could be having a lot more vitality as well, is what I'm getting. And let's get 2 more. What is the Devil energy about, please, Spirit? Queen of Wands is out again. So that's what I'm saying is going out and achieving so much or asking for more. It's like be content with what you have also, and be open to Spirit bringing something through for you. I'm getting that you don't always have to grind super hard. You don't have to make these things happen. You can put a little bit of more trust in Spirit to bring something through for you in terms of just ideas where you're not having to work so hard. And that's what people don't get, is they think it's easy for you, but there's a process here. I'm seeing that there's definitely some kind of method you have, or I'm hearing like a method to the madness. Ace of Swords as the final card. Some kind of change, you know, it needs to happen. And I feel like it's to do with resting. That's what I'm getting. You need to take that time to balance these energies and really take time for yourself in rest, so that you're seeing things clearly as well, and so that you're open to magic with Page of Cups. let's tie it all together with the Witchcraft Therapy Oracle. We have 2. So embrace imperfect and check in. Check in with yourself through meditation. There's also like kind of Ace of Wands energy here. And embrace imperfect, I'm getting like you don't have to be working so hard and doing so much. And it's what you would perceive to be imperfect. I don't feel like it is true imperfection. It's just that you're somebody who always wants to be achieving a lot. Check in with yourself. Where can you find more harmony and more balance? What makes you feel connected to innocence and to your childhood, you know, soul retrieval? I feel like this goes along beautifully with the inner child card because it's like retrieving that part of yourself. I feel like you have maybe just tried to adult too hard, you know, with these, both of them coming out. It's like you don't have to always be in like business mode. You don't always have to be having like your face, you know, turned on for the world where you're always looking happy, you're always looking confident. Because maybe sometimes you truly aren't, and it's okay to admit that to yourself, especially in quiet solitude with 4 of Swords. So check in on where are things a little bit in balance, where are you possibly deceiving yourself about being able to keep on achieving, because Spirit is definitely calling you to rest with this one right off the bat. This was your chosen card. It's something you know you need to do. So let me know if this reading resonated or how it resonated for you in the comments below. Feel free to like this video if you enjoyed the content here, and subscribe to my channel for more readings like this, and I will hope to see you in the next video. So this is the 3rd card in the Pick a Card reading. This one is True Virtue. Wisdom is fueled by compassion. I feel like you've basically wised up to something. That's what I'm hearing. And you're realizing that compassion is the true strength. I'm also seeing the rainbow here, so you could have been seeing rainbows lately. And with all the stars, I feel like this is like the light bulbs, these kind of wisdom that's been channeled down to you lately. Like the last few weeks, I'm hearing you've really learned a lot. I feel like you've been also around some energies that were more cruel, and they kind of mirrored something back to yourself. So take it as it resonates. Let's get the tarot messages. But you're really shining through, you know, true virtue here. Not like a harsh energy. You're stepping more into a compassionate energy, and you're going to be some kind of leader with this is what I'm channeling. But let's get the tarot here. All right, 8 of Cups reversed. So this is recent energy. I feel like you've been walking away from people or starting to become aware of energies you need to walk away from that can't come with you into the new reality that Spirit is calling you into. There could be some resistance to this. Also with this card, I channel like doing a writing and a burning ritual. If you can do that safely, do that and get rid of whatever is internal that's a blockage. I feel like you're just becoming aware of things that aren't good for you. Let's see what else wants to come out. We have Ace of Wands reversed. So that's what I'm saying is Spirit's trying to bring something through. And I feel like there's some long-standing messages that are ingrained in you or with these people that are around you that maybe you know you can't really take with you into the new life that you're being called to. At least not at this time. Sometimes there's a separation needed for further growth, and then you come back together with certain people. But I feel like there's a lot of harsher energies that you're starting to become aware of and being called to walk away from, because they're not really resonating with your truest self here, true virtue, right? Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so you're somebody who's very confident, very cool and collected. That's what I'm getting with this one. And this is the energy that you want to embody fully. This is the energy that you want to be in order to call in the people that truly resonate with you. Like, she's a queen, and she is even like both of these have a similar like position where the hands are just kind of like trusting in spirit, and both also have their eyes closed. That's just so synchronistic right now. I feel like that's your energy you're stepping into, embodying. So a fair queen, right, who rules with authority, but also she balances her emotions and her materiality, like her material world. And I feel like that's what you're being called to. And if you're going to be in this queen energy, right, like why not be a fair and just queen, and also a generous person? A generous queen is what I'm getting. Gender doesn't matter. This is just a tarot card, so the energy of that card, right? Let's get something else here from Spirit. What else do you need to know? This one at the bottom. The Hierophant, connecting to higher wisdom. I really feel like you're, yeah, wisdom right away. True virtue, true compassion, and wisdom. Love is the highest form of wisdom. You need to balance both. Love and wisdom together. And that's what I'm getting. Like, you're somebody who's very, like, confident. And if you're not quite in that energy, that's what you're moving into. Like, realizing your worth is what I'm getting. Where have you given yourself away and your wisdom? Possibly, you know, falling on deaf ears is what I'm getting. So it could have caused you to suppress it. But Spirit is now calling you to open up to this higher wisdom again. And actually be a channel for this to people around you. It may not be the people that you're around now. That's why Spirit's saying it's time to walk away from certain energies, because new energies are coming in. You could be called to be a teacher or some kind of person who's going to be giving something away to others. Hermit reversed, Knight of Pentacles. So this is what I was saying when I said generous. You could be, you know, creating something where you're leaving enough money behind for others. Could be for your family or for people, you know. It can even be wisdom is what I'm getting. Maybe you're being called to write a book. Let me know if that resonates for you. Somebody here is a writer. Somebody has a lot of wisdom that they're meant to share. See, you've done a lot of time in hermit mode, or at least this is what you're being called to now in order to really get clear on, see how these go together with the wisdom. Get clear on what it is that you're meant to bring down to earth with the pentacle energy. Now let's get the Wandering Star Tarot as some confirmation for this message. What are they needing to leave behind, Spirit? What is Eight of Cups about? Clarification on Eight of Cups. Empress reversed. Whatever's blocking your creativity, whatever is causing you to not have abundance here or walk in grace. That's what I'm getting. Or creating the new, this fertile energy. Somebody around you, some people around you are blocking you from feeling in this energy. That's what I'm getting. Whoever they are, as much as you love them, and as I said, you may come back into contact again. Right now you're being asked to walk away from those energies because there's something you're meant to bring down to earth, as I mentioned, and you're kind of getting this insight now. It may still be a little bit clouded. That could just be due to your resistance. What about Ace of Wands reversed? Five of Wands, competition, debate, defense. I feel like you're afraid to express certain things because some people just wouldn't understand. They would heavily debate you. It could be to do with spirituality, you know. Some kind of new insights you're wanting to gain or you have recently gained that you're kind of blocking from changing your life because you don't want to get into any kind of debate with people or have to defend your viewpoint. That's what I'm getting with this Ace of Wands as well. It's like it's not worth it to you, but then at the same time, you're shrinking yourself. You're denying your truth, you know, true virtue, because these people, maybe they don't understand you here on this level. And so it's a little bit confusing for you. What else do you need to know with the Queen of Pentacles energy and getting into hermit mode, connecting to your wisdom? Three of Pentacles. This is what this is about. Like, as I mentioned, being a teacher, passing something down, but I feel like this could also call you to get around these energies with the three here. Enterprise, success, talent, teaching. Get around other energies that have gone before you to really pave the way for your unique path. You can learn from other teachers and their success, like what was their way to success, and you can take little bits that resonate with you. In terms of inspiration here with the Ace of Wands too, what inspires you? Find out what inspires you. What do you want to leave behind? I'm hearing legacy as your legacy here on earth. Four of Wands reversed, because until you do that, like another creativity blocked here, it's not going to be harmonious feeling and you're not going to feel free. And this is also the 1111 card, Four Wands. Perhaps that's a number you've been seeing. Spirit is trying to tell you something here, that it's reversed, right? You're not feeling harmonious here when you are not bringing something through. This is what your mission is. I feel like for this lifetime, you're meant to ground something and leave something behind for others. You're meant to, and it has to do with this wisdom fueled by compassion. not just wisdom for the sake of keeping it to yourself or, you know, hiding it. You can't hide it is what I'm getting with that Ace of Wands, and especially don't hide it from yourself. Headaches could be significant for you as well. 10 of Cups. So that's what brings you true happiness. It's going to bring you prosperity and contentment when you step into this energy of Queen of Pentacles. A wise, confident leader is what I'm getting. And it's so synchronistic, the two together right off the bat. You need to just balance this meditation time with how do you share this wisdom and who do you share it with? And how do you share it compassionately as well? Also, you know, knowing who to share it with, right? Discernment. Who's willing to receive this wisdom? Who's open to receiving it? And who, you know, would just debate you on it and have you defend your point of view or be defensive against you? You don't want to be around these energies. That's what I'm getting. You don't want to be around these energies that block you. And this one as well, we have creativity blocked with 4 of Wands reversed. So there's really a call to get around new people, new company. Could be like a new career path altogether, you know, when I'm saying new company with 3 of Pentacles. Just whatever it is for you, if it's new teachers and new bits of wisdom you're gaining from people who've gone before you, or like a new company for your business, that's significant for somebody. Now let's finish it up with the Witchcraft Therapy Oracle. So you are supported. You're supported on this path by Spirit. They've been guiding you, and that's what you've been feeling. And a little bit resisting, you know, because maybe you feel like there won't be new people, there won't be new company, but there will be. You're being supported. Manifest. It's your time to manifest this. And both of these cards have an eyeball, you know. It's like this awareness. You can't run from it. Your third eye is opening and your spiritual awareness is opening. So you can't deny what feels right and what feels limiting, what feels like it's causing you to block off certain parts of yourself in order to just please others as well. That's what I'm getting. And let's finish it up with one more. Love. I feel like that's exactly beautiful to end this with love, because it's wisdom fueled by compassion, right? You do have a loving presence. I feel like you've had to put on a harder exterior in the past around certain energies because they had only wanted to debate you, and you're ready to be like, I don't want to debate. I just want to live in love, and I want to use my gifts, and I want to help the world. I want my life to mean something. I feel like you're at this point in your life. Also, number 33 is coming through right now, or 333 could be significant. I want to get one more just to finish off this reading for you. What do you need to know for your highest peace of mind and for your highest path and purpose? Surrender. It's time to surrender to the divine's plans and also the plans you had for your life. You know, I believe we choose our lives and we pre-plan this. So this is the point in your life right now. You could be 33 years old. I'm really channeling like 30s. Maybe 33 will be when you finally step into it. And it's like you're reaching this point of surrender. You know you have to surrender some things in order to move forward. So that is your message for today. Please let me know in the comments if it resonated and how it resonated for you. I'm sending you so much love.